Here we go, everybody. PINKROID versus BIGV. Last game of the quarterfinals. We're getting into it right now.
And here we go, guys. Pre-bands getting locked in right here for our very first match with PINKROID versus BIGV. BIGV with the first pick.
All I'm hoping, Stoic, is this is a very long 3-2. I want a lot of gameplay from these two players. And right now, PINKROID looking very secure and pre-banning the Laura. On BIGV's side, the Hagang, he says, I don't want to be cut. I'm going turn one, and you're not going to stop me. What are we expecting? Is that Water Ryu, the Oliver, the Vanessa? Which unit are we wanting to see?
It's going to be a turn one unit. It could be like the Cigar. There it is. The Cigar getting drafted by BIGV, locking that in here. Maybe not locking that in here. Just taking the Sean away from PINKROID.
Look at this man doing his homework. Taking away the Sean. Thinking about it, PINKROID right now is like, wait, should I just take my Tian Lang this early? But no, he steals the Chiwu and Escher. So he's saying, I'm going to play turn one.
Speed contest.
Yeah, I know you are fast. I'm going to speed check you.
I believe that's full commitment, though. There's no way that you're going to bring the Escher and not opt to go with a turn two. So we'll see what happens there. Moore's going to hit the field, locking in a 24 speed lead. The very fast segment's going to get locked in by BIGV. PINKROID, I do believe he's committed. He's going in for a turn one competition.
I would like to see an Etna right here. If you're going turn one, you need another unit that can guarantee, you know, a contest. The Kitian Sheng, another very high base speed unit, but generally built on Vio, so he'll need either some speed lead at the end or something different, but he goes with the Julian, so damage, sustain, very good into everyone here, but the Sean. You know, the Sean is really strong against the Julian still.
It is. Well, the Ethna's going to be taken by the other side of the field there, and we do get two speed leads locked in. Oliver and Moore are going to be the speed leads here. Obviously, there's the speed lead for Oliver, and we have very fast units here. Sekhmet, Ethna. We're looking at turn one, BIGV right now. That Julian does to me say that PINKROID did opt to go for a turn two playstyle. Yeah,
can I say something? I think right now he can't go back and pick a speed lead. I would love to see a Vertihil, you know, something very reactionary, different, or a Juno, that's great, and then ban out that Sean. The Sean brings so much damage to the table. We know that the Etna does the same.
Yes! He knows. Yes! Look at the smile. Where is it? I'm looking for that smile on PINKROID. He loves drafting this unit here. Now, keep in mind, I believe this Antares is built with 0 speed.
Who needs speed when you take turns all of the time?
Who needs speed when you can have RNG?
Yes, sir. The question right now is, does he remove the Sean or the Water Ryu? Those are probably the two units.
Oh, look at that. Sean. He's like, nope, that's not happening.
He respects it, my friend. I love the respect. Right now, we will see, do the Etna and the Segment go together, or do they get cut by the Escher? Here we go.
Perfect.
They don't get cut.
He's looking at a reset here, potentially going out onto that Escher, drop that, or the Light Monkey King does land that reset as well. Primed and ready, we can go second skill, drops the second skill, gets a couple defense breaks out there. Third skill, primed and ready, goes right for that Escher, looking for the stun there, does get that stun as well. Additional damage popping out there, gets one kill. Everyone's looking really low. What a great start coming out of BIGV.
I gotta tell you something, this is speed check. Did not work for sure, and now he needs to guarantee some damage. Doesn't get the glancing on Oliver, and that might have been a big problem because now he can even reset the Julian. He goes for the attack bar, takes one out, and now resets the Julian.
Yep.
Very well done.
Oof, man, that's enough to drop that Julian right there. BIGV looking so strong, taking round one away from PINKROID.
If I could summarize this match number one into a phrase, it would be speed check failed.
Yeah, speed check failed, yeah.
Tried to pull him over for speeding. Didn't work, unfortunately.
He's like, I ain't stopping, Evan.
And that start looks so impressive from a distance. Looking at it mile high, it's like, wow, PINKROID actually was able to take down a unit super fast. Good for him, but unfortunately, BIGV had the comeback units. That Oliver did wonders for him, Stoic.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, I didn't like, when I saw the Julian drop in there, I really didn't like the Julian. I feel like he had full commitment right there and needed to go with that there. You know, if we saw the Antares go through, you know, maybe Antares could have caused absolute chaos there. We know how good that Antares is with PINKROID. So maybe a first pick next time. First pick Antares.
That is quite the call out.
Oh, God, no.
Antares is almost like a first pick Douglas. Almost like it's a call out, but do we like the call out?
Not a good idea. Not a good idea. I do agree with the Julian being a little bit early, and we asked for that high base speed unit,
or
the Etna, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't do that, so he led the Etna to his opponent. It's not only about you having it, but taking it away. way. But if he's not going to speed contest, he has a lot of options. We know that the Tian Lang is over there. We know he has very tanky runes. Maybe even the Cigar. You know, it's a unit that generally is built on a lot of HP, a lot of defense.
Yeah.
So let's see if PINKROID adapts to this game number 2. And the interesting thing with BIGV is that the Sean #1 pick is so mysterious. It can let you go anywhere.
It can go anywhere. He could
Yep.
he could be your damage, he could be your control. He could kind of flex into either of those two play styles. He favors that start more than the other, but like he can easily transition into one or the other. Also, PINKROID learned that the Etna and the Sekhmet play very close together, like you called out in that game there, Sebi. Here we go. Round 2, PINKROID versus BIGV.
And let's get into it, guys. We've got our pre-bans from last time. Hagang and Laura are now available. New pre-bans getting locked in here. Keep in mind, PINKROID does have first pick.
Very, very good point. The first pick might mean he's going to steal one of those speed leads, or he can take the Cigar away.
Yeah, either taking the Cigar, maybe even lock it in the Sean. Let's see how bad that PINKROID wants that Sean. Maybe just takes that right here. Maybe even an Antar's first pick. God, just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there.
Ooh, the Tian Lang
Wow.
is pre-banned and the Sekhmet is pre-banned. Now, does that mean I take the Etna away and I'm going to still play the speed game? Is he not satisfied?
Let's see. PINKROID, is he going to opt to go with the turn 1 or not? It would be a speed lead if he does choose to go. Hagang is going to hit the field here. Now, with the Hagang first pick here, he's opt to go. He can go Bruiser, he can go turn 2, and he kind of do whatever he wants here with that as the first pick.
That's a very good point, Stoic. I love that pick because it gives him flexibility, and that's what he needs. You don't want to show your hand with a player like BIGV, and he knows that you're speed contesting. He's going to check you, and you're not going to be able to go through. The Cigar shows up. The Laura that was pre-banned now is on the field, and he knows he doesn't need to put that speed lead yet. And the Etna, finally, that we asked for her last match, is being taken away by PINKROID.
Yep, definitely. Hasn't locked in a speed lead just yet, but he doesn't have to. In my opinion, no speed leads being shown by either one of these players right here. We don't even really need it at this point. But Etna's going to get locked in there. This is going to be an Oliver. He does lock in a 33 speed lead here. So now, in my opinion, he's positioned to potentially put himself at a turn 1 play. BIGV is going to respond and take his own speed lead here in this round.
Yeah, do you think a Water Ryu might show here, or does he go with something a little bit different? The Vanessa coming out, a little bit
very
different.
good, yeah.
The Sonya, very strong unit. She can definitely remove any of these units from the field. Maybe not the Oliver if it's very tanky, but the other ones probably.
We have a super fast team right now because we already know how fast that Laura is and how fast that Cigar is as well. And that Sonya's hitting this table, and it's going to be a very fast unit. PINKROID, he's given up turn 1. We've got Firemonk King, we've got a Juno hitting the field, and I'm expecting to see maybe another speed lead coming out of BIGV.
You know what I was going to say? I would have loved, instead of that Juno, Arika. I think Arika would be super strong in this matchup, but the Juno does something similar, so we'll see if BIGV goes with that or he brings more damage to the table because, he, like you said, he basically has turn 1 locked in.
I think I'd prefer to see the Connell. If he brought out like a Connell out there, high volatility, stunning everything up, you have that option if you wanted to go with the HP lead, really tank up your units, because right now, BIGV says, I'm bringing speed, I'm bringing damage. He wants to remove something as soon as possible. Masha hit the field. Why? Juno.
Very good point. Now there's an interesting option. He can remove the Sonya and guarantee he has some sort of comeback potential in here, but also the Masha becomes a late game problem, right? It's not only about removing the Juno early, it's something that withstands a lot of damage. And PINKROID says, I want turn 1.
Yep. He's going to be banning out that 33 speed lead. No speed. That's kind of why I thought a speed lead was going to be hitting the field with the BIGV. But hey, it's not what happens here. 33 speed lead coming out of PINKROID. Etna is going to be taking turn 1 here, looking to control that Laura and that Sonya.
Here we go. Skill number 2 lands the death break.
Wow,
she can go for the kill on the Sonya, and she's gone.
There it is. So that's actually the way that PINKROID really needed to stat this match here. Beautiful spare stun hitting the field on top of that Masha as well. Keep that unit controlled because it can bring a lot of damage out here. Skill 2 is going to be coming out here on top of the Masha, looking to get attack bar reset here. And defense break is going to be landing with the initial turn, looking for an early dismount.
I really like PINKROID's ban. Very, very strong. He guarantees he post-bans the Sonya, and now lots of damage. Proc from the Masha. This might change the game. He can go for this Etna and try to at least reduce that attack bar, but the glancing is a problem, and she glances.
Yeah, a little bit of damage coming through there. Not just enough there. Second skill looking to drop this Masha from the field. Needs to land the provokes on top of the Oliver to stop this unit from using any skills. Doesn't have any skills up anyways. Second skill needs to land, and he stuns across the board. Only the Etna is going to get stunned up.
Very good point. Right now, the thing is, even if you manage to kill a couple units, how do you get rid of this Fire Monkey King? He has so much sustain, the death break, you know, the recovery. It's going to be a really hard 3-2 for Big V, and it looks like a tie.
Yeah, like we said, that Fire Monkey King was definitely going to be a problem for him, and I really wish we saw additional speed lead coming out of Big V. I think Big V really wanted that when he had these two big units like a Scar and a Laura. Was not able to take advantage of those units there because PINKROID got that early stat on him there. So defense breaks going to be landing on top of that Laura, and that's definitely going to be it for Big V.
Yeah, PINKROID looking very confident, resist the reset, but it doesn't matter at this point because this Fire Monkey King is just unstoppable. The stacks, the damage, beautiful pick into that whole composition, and like you said, he guaranteed he had turn 1.
Yes, he did. Round 2, going to PINKROID this time.
PINKROID doing what was seemingly impossible and taking us to a 1-1 situation for the first time at the SWC 2023 World Finals with a great showing and an immaculate start and close to that round there, Seppi.
One of the most important things that he did here, and we talked about, is he put a first pick in Heigang that doesn't give you a lot of information, right? On the first match, he slapped the Chiwu and the Escher, and that told Big V what he was trying to do, and it was too hard to back off then. But right now, he kept his options open, and that paid off.
Yep. So I really like the Masha. I had no problem with Masha being the last pick for Big V to wrap up his draft there, but I do think it needed to be another speed lead because I think if you're going to drop in those units, that Laura, that Cigar, he said, hey, I need to go turn 1, but he lost the speed lead. That got banned out there, and I think he really needed it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or he could have banned the speed lead on the other side or the Etna, right? But I think he was thinking, maybe he doesn't ban my speed lead. Maybe that's the only explanation.
That could have been it. Maybe he thought something else was so threatening that it would make, you know, and unfortunately the Sonya ended up being a bit of a dead pick right at the start. PINKROID was able to dispatch that so effectively right at the get-go, meaning putting Big V at a 3 to 4 monster deficit right on turn 1 there, Stoic.
Well, that Sonya became a dead pick all just because he didn't take turn 1. If he had taken turn 1, he would have been able to utilize that Sonya, but he just didn't have it, man. And that's kind of like why, like, yeah, the Masha wasn't terrible, but he wasn't able to, his comp was ruined. Sonya not being viable, the other two not being viable, but hey, we've got another round coming in here, round number 3.
And look at this beautiful stadium where SWC 2023 is happening right now, Stoic. What do you expect? Is Big V going back to the double speed lead, turn 1, I'm going to destroy you, or is PINKROID going to change his strat and not going turn 1 this time?
Well, when you see Heigang and the Prey Band coming from Big V, I can't help but look at that and say this man wants to go turn 1, not get interrupted here. So obviously Laura's going to be one of the units that it will be banned out by PINKROID because it's one of those high volatility turn 1 units because he knows Big V would 100% is going to be going turn 1 here. So Sean, once again being drafted by Big V. I love what PINKROID's doing right here. We got the Vanessa, we've got the Cigar, taking those units away from Big V. I think this is excellent play. If you're going to speed contest, start taking those units. That is 2 units that honestly I could have seen Big V taking those right here in this situation right now if PINKROID had went a different route.
Very good point, Stoic, and reminding players, younger players at home that don't have a lot of experience, the Cigar is so strong in here because he brings that attack bar reduction, the reset, the beneficial effect removal, and the Vanessa, the 33% speed lead with the revive, the death break, also a strip. Right now, Big V taking away that Chiwu is very interesting. Does that tell PINKROID, you can go with an Etna because now I have 2 fire units?
I think he goes into the turn 1 unit and another speed lead as well. I mean, and then the Juno, interesting. I mean, like I said, Juno's not bad. It also is showing that he can turn things around here and go turn 2, and he is going to be doing that. The Juno, the Camilla hits the field
like
here.
the Camilla. You know what? When the Camilla hits the field, because last time what he did was he went middle of the road. He got the Kitianda Sheng and the Julian, and that is a little bit more difficult. Right now, he went with 2 bruiser units. The Nikki coming out to heal block. Very, very strong against these 2 units. Also, a lot of damage. We'll see if PINKROID locks down a 3rd bruiser unit at the end. And Big V with a double Occult Girl. The Annabelle bringing the heal, the cleanse, the slow, the AoE death break. Very strong unit.
Yep, so I do like this. And now this is actually the Big V that I was trying to emulate myself here. When you have that Chiwu, you have that segment able to reset and really control your opponent here. And we do know how well that these 2 Occult Girls are tuned together and how well they're going to work together as well. So we'll see what happens when it comes to PINKROID. PINKROID is in a position where we're going to be taking
Sweeky. Very interesting pick. That tells you that he's probably going to ban one of the damage units. He doesn't care about the turn 1. Is it the Sean? Is it the Nikki? The thing is, it's so much healing with the double Kokoro,
Yeah,
right?
I don't think he cares about the speed lead. She was going to be let through here. Could be that Sekhmet to stop, if he thinks that's going to be a problem for his Vanessa or his Cigar here. So I wouldn't be surprised, but it is, I think, the Sean or one of those occult girls.
Yeah.
It's the Sean.
We agree. The Vanessa's been on the other side. He wants to guarantee that there's no revive, that he removes a unit, and they're done. Turn 1 will probably go to Big V, but let's see if this Camilla that has no skin, notably, can do something to Big V's
Oh,
comp.
that is so sad. It's just the vanilla Camilla.
Here we go. Does he land it? The glancing might be important. He doesn't do it. He gets the damage. Do they land? The death break comes in.
It's a lot of defense breaks.
It's going to be a lot of damage.
We'll
lot
see.
of damage.
We know this to be so much damage. Keep in mind. Let's just look at these HP bars. Try to take a picture in your mind right now and see what's going to be happening in this match. Holy cow! Under 50% with almost everything except that Juno, landing heal blocks on top of that Cigar as well. So keep in mind that's phenomenal to see that. A lot of damage coming towards that Suiki as well.
But notably, no kills, and the stuns comes out. This Camilla is going to be very, very dangerous. He can go for the freeze, gets the freeze. Suiki with the AoE. Damage coming out, remembering that this monster gets more dangerous the more the game goes by. Lots of damage from the Chiwi. Still no crit on the Camilla. He needs to remove this Nikki and gets the provoke, Stoic.
Yeah, and additional turn as well. Looking for a secondary provoke on this Annabelle. Doesn't land it right there, though. Curse of Beautiful is going to be going out here. And, I mean, it's just going to be a little bit more healing, but the heal blocks are just so important to be landing those things here. Big V definitely on the back ropes with the units right now, but he needs to see some additional turns, some cleansing with those skill 2s out of both those occult girls and see what happens.
Stoic, if this Camilla kills and freezes, she didn't freeze the Annabelle. The Annabelle can save the segment right now, but I don't think there's anything you can do to kill this Camilla.
Correct.
I think that was an amazing pick, and the game was over once you went through.
Yep. What needed to happen there is after we watched those Oculcos go off and really put everything under that 50% there, we needed to see additional turns, healing himself up there, and it just didn't happen there. So you can't really rely on the Violent Procs to save you in that situation. I know I don't rely on the Violent Procs to save myself in that situation there, but you know what? It was just too much. The Juno, the Camilla, very, very oppressive units there with so much sustain happening on this field where everything that Big V tried drafting is landing negative effects.
Yeah, I would have liked Big V to not have banned the Vanessa because he knew he had the first turn, right? He didn't need to ban the 33, so banning the Camilla could have given him a better chance. The Suiki is easier to remove, and right now, PINKROID takes game number 3.
Yeah, super clean round 3 victory.
Great safe draft and execution from PINKROID, putting him at match point in the final set of the quarterfinals here. I loved those picks. The Camilla was such a great choice there, Seppi, and at the same time, it was incredible to see him do it. All those monsters were raw, no skins, just as they come out of the scroll.
Maybe that's like a luck thing. Like, I've actually heard that before where they just go, everything reverts back to default skins there because it just seems lucky where they're in their natural habitat, their natural state.
I'll take
where,
natural habitat.
But
you know what?
Maybe it's a luck thing.
I've heard that about Antares, and my Antares has a skin.
And he
never takes a turn.
Never takes a turn. That's so funny, man. Yeah, what a great game from PINKROID. The Camilla was awesome. I love the Suiki pick. It was just so safe because what Big V was presenting was a ton of AoE damage right at the start. And what PINKROID did to respond to that is make sure that he could tank it and withstand and bring that game into the mid to late game where he was more comfortable playing there.
Very good point, Evan. And I also think, like we talked about, the draft was really strong. He banned the right unit, and then Big V on the other side, he kind of wanted to guarantee turn 1, but he already had turn 1, so he didn't need to ban the Vanessa. Maybe he makes some adjustments for the next one, and he doesn't go as deep and gets trapped into a bruiser comp. We talked about it game 1, right, Stoic?
Yep.
That we wanted to see the bruisers from PINKROID, and he has done it very effectively.
Yep, that's right. It's that Hey-Gang first pick. I really like that Hey-Gang first pick, really keeping things open where, you could choose to go turn 1, turn 2, or whatever, but I really like that he is choosing not to speed contest with Big V. I think that's a really big thing. And then I think Big V's problem right now is not committing.
Yeah, not committing. Yeah, because I think you guys brought up a really good point. He knew he was going to take turn 1. Did he really need to ban the Vanessa? Could he have banned something else? Because, I mean, there were a couple units in play that proved to be bigger threats. than that Vanessa would have been if it had made it into the game, even considering the 33% speed lead. Let's see if PINKROID can carry it home or if BIGV can get one more point on the table to stay safe. We are going into what could be the last game of this set in PINKROID versus BIGV. Take it away, guys.
Here we go, guys. Match point, PINKROID. And BIGV looking to stay alive as our final quarterfinals match right here. We've got our pre-bans from last time, Hey Gang and that Light Coke Girl, and pre-bans getting locked in right here.
Yeah, Stoic, and right now PINKROID is going to be in his comfort zone. The Hey Gang will be available. He can pick that first, and he can then have some flexibility in the draft and do something similar. The Nikki being pre-ban, the Tian Lang being pre-ban, very strong because Tian Lang with Hey Gang, we know those names rhyme and they also go well together.
So with the Nikki actually being a pre-ban right now, I think PINKROID's going to go down the route of Bruiser. I don't think he's going to speed contest. I think that's a fake 33 speed lead. It's a real 33 speed lead.
But it can
I think
flex.
it's fake.
It can flex.
It's a real thing.
Confirmed.
Let's see if the Hey Gang's going to appear. Now the Laura, oh, boom,
Yep.
there it is, the
Hey Gang
response.
Scar, and there's going to be 2 Bruisers to wrap up PINKROID's draft here. And I think
Yeah.
he doesn't want to see an Annabelle Nikki right here. I think this is brilliant by PINKROID.
Ooh, I actually like the Etna more than that cigar because it's speed contest, and
Correct.
like you said, it doesn't give away, it gives him more options. I can go speed lead at the end, or I can go double bruiser and trap you into a longer game that you're not going to be able to withstand.
That's right, because the positioning right now is saying Vanessa with an Ethna. This man wants turn 1. I don't think that's what's going to happen here. I'm pretty sure PINKROID's going to go with 2 Bruiser units to wrap up his draft here. We're getting a Kinky and we're getting a Sean. So I was actually hoping to see this, and BIGV is reacting, and I really like that he brought this Kinky here because he too is kind of like changing things. And PINKROID's putting my foot in my mouth right now, and he's drafting a Sonya instead of a Bruiser unit.
Very, very interesting, but that means that he needs another speed lead right here to guarantee. Otherwise, it's very, very dangerous. He's going to let through this Water Ryu for sure because now he has multiple counters to it, but how do you deal with this Kinky?
Wow, he went all the way down to 0 and just barely locked in that unit. Valant is being locked by BIGV. I think that's got to be a ban here. That's a PINKROID's in a bit of a dangerous situation right now.
Is BIGV going to ban Hey Gang right here? But the danger, or does he just ban the speed lead?
I think he bans the speed lead.
But I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I actually like PINKROID's draft more because if he does that and the Moore goes first and he bans one of the strips, he's in a good place because it's very difficult for something. He banned one of the strips.
Wow,
the Hey Gang ban, yeah.
He's confident.
I'm telling you, I prefer that. I prefer that. Banning the Vanessa would be, I don't know, dangerous.
Does the Laura outspeed the Ethna? That's what we're about to find out here. And the
It
Ethna
doesn't.
is going to be outspeeding
It
right here.
doesn't.
Third skill's coming out here looking to lock it down. Does not get the stun, though. Second skill primed and ready looking for the kill. Does kill the Sean.
The Sean is gone, and here we go, getting some strip. It doesn't strip, and the monkey will have a very strong lockdown. The only thing that he needs is to, right now, he doesn't have the Vanessa.
Oh, no way. With a big skill, too, coming from the Kinky. Kinky's going to be dealing a whole lot of damage here. Of course, we've got the Vanessa passive, or skill is going to be bringing back that Sonya. Sonya's going to be attacked buff, primed and ready to do a lot of damage right here. Laura's going to be taking not as much damage as I thought it was going to be taking.
He needs to get rid of the Etna and the monkey. The monkey first because he has all skills and he can control the Kinky. He tries, needs a sleep. No, doesn't go for it. This might be the opening. The PINKROID was waiting for. Gets the sleep. This gives you time to, work on one unit at a time and get the skill back on Sonya and the revive on Vanessa.
Ooh, no additional turns going to be popping out there. Big skill 2 is happening right now with the passive down. Whoa, PINKROID! Looks like he's going to be potentially taking this match already. Nice little stun landing on top of the Kinky. Looking for a defense break. Does get resisted. A little bit more damage coming out here. Trying to keep this unit back here.
I told you!
That the slow is so important. More additional damage. More damage coming from that Sonya. No reset coming from the Vanessa. More damage. Look at that. He's got that second skill. Primed and ready. PINKROID! With the round 4 victory. And taking down BIGV.
Incredible. What a task, and he did it. He got so excited when he realized that he was taking that game. Great job to PINKROID. What a draft. What an execution.